Hey, welcome back to the channel and good afternoon. Today we're doing simple upgrade and repair on a Harbor Freight metal um, creeper. Let me show you what we got going. The first thing that happens on the OEM creeper, this red piece cracks off. So I got some new casters from Amazon with polyurethane bottom. That's been on a couple years. This creeper, they have really cheap plywood. Changed out this piece with a 3/4 a couple years back and a 2x4 block to make a better headrest in the down position. And today the cheap Chinese plywood let go on the base, pulled through, rotted off, whatever. So I'm using a piece of 3/4. I went ahead and got some stainless from Harbor Freight and their $4 stainless screw kit. Countersunk the nuts a little. Went a little too deep on that one. Got away from me on the drill bit. Countersunk the heads. So what I'm going to use this closed cell OEM, the original piece of closed cell foam. It also had some open cell yellowish beige foam that was more or less disintegrated, but this will be adequate for as long as you're going to lay on this thing. And then I also have some vinyl from projects of years ago, and some gray. It's a heavy gray because the red disintegrated too. It will then match my redneck creeper's gray headrest area. So we will continue with this little project of the upgrade, and I'll send some links for these casters once I find them in the description. So on this one, I decided just to staple it to the sides of the plywood. It's easier for the staples to go in. I'm going to trim it down flush when I get all finished, pulling it tight as I go. Like I said, I put these on with a nut countersunk to hold them in place so I don't lose them as I am putting it through the frame with another nut and washer. Anyway, we shall continue. Okay, at any rate, got some staples in. Got the corners folded halfway, decent looking. I'm gonna cut off this little lip and then bolt her up. This side looks pretty taut. Might even work. And we shall continue. The next thing we're gonna do is tap any staples that didn't quite seat with the hammer. Pretty simple. Let's go around it. If they're not seated. So I decided to go ahead and add a couple staples and give them all a little love tap. Make sure they're seated. Simple enough. Alright, now we'll go to the assembly on the frame and see if we're anywhere close to being centered. So the regular washers they give you in the stainless kit are finishing washers. I decided I'm going to beat them flat, double them up for each spot. That'll be 4 doubles. So I decided to redo the headrest, tiltable headrest, because it was ugly and it was off center from everything. I know it was carbon copy of what the original plywood was, but put in stainless, had to chisel the screw heads off, redid the vinyl. Alright, now final assembly. So anyway, here's the finished product. Everything's lined up much better. After I trip. And even though everything is not perfectly in the center, at least it's lined up with the boards are lined up anyway. I went ahead and used a total of 3 screws here for the lowest headrest modification, which is a 2x. Then stainless. I used the made them flat washers from finishing washers that came with the kit. These here, I cut these off and you hit them with a grinder, and everything is hit with super glue to keep it from backing out. Probably ought to do that with the casters as well, but I haven't so far. But anyway, that's how we did it today. Feel free to give me some more ideas with comments and likes, and more importantly, if you would subscribe and click the bell for post notification alerts. And again, thanks for watching, and may God bless.